What's the dumbest way you've gotten a scar? Don't touch the iron, it's hot. Can't be that hot. Narrator, it was. Boys from my class were throwing CDs like you throw frisbee. One of those hit me right between the eyes. Still got a small scar there. I used a pressure washer on my foot. I have one on the back of my hand from rubbing the skin off with a pencil eraser longer than the other kid did when I was 13 just to prove I was tough. My brother, sister, and I all have the same kind of scar in our left eyebrow, and got them at the same age. My brother opened an empty dresser drawer and smacked himself in the face. My sister ran into a brick wall, and I fell off the couch onto a coffee table. For my 8th birthday, a classmate got me something like a grow-your-own stalagmite kit you could buy at educational stores. Apparently, the purpose was to add water to some powder material and use a funnel in the kit to drip it down to make your own cave features. Exciting, I know. Anyway, I kept it and the other birthday presents I got in a cardboard box in my room. Evidently, at some point, moisture got into the box and the plastic the powder was in, and it began expanding. Having nowhere else to go, the stalagmite material oozed its way out through the narrow slits in its box and hardened into razor-sharp edges. I found this out quite bloodily when I put my hand into my birthday box to grab another toy and pulled it out with permanently altered fingerprints on my thumb, index, and middle fingers. I got cut by a vacuum. A fucking vacuum. I was in middle school, and we were going to see Coach Carter in theaters with the boys' b-ball team. Middle school me was pumped. While in the shower, I thought, Coach Carter, I bet they do push-ups in that movie. I'ma do push-ups right now. Tried to do a wall push-up. Slipped, smacked my face on the edge of the tub, and split my upper lip open from mouth to nose. Needless to say, did not make it to the movie. 7-year-old me was helping my mom iron clothes. I pulled on the cord, the iron fell, and smacked me right in the face. I still have a scar above my right eye. I got hit on the bridge of my nose by a ceramic toilet seat when I was learning to pee like a big boy. Now I think about it, that's probably the best outcome there. I was headbanging my hair dry in the bathroom. I hit the counter. I was 8 when I deliberately cut myself. Not seriously, I just wanted the word ninja on my hand. Don't ask me why. Playing manhunt. Some idiot made the campfire area base. I was running for my life to get there, jumped this huge pile of firewood, tripped over something and rolled right into the fire. It could have been so much worse, but I only burned my elbow and some of my hair. It's been probably 15 years, and the scar is only about 3 inches long and 1 wide. I have 2 from when I was a kid. Running around in the dark on a school roof, tripped over and ripped my hand to shreds. Jumping and sliding on a door that had been kicked in, jumped straight onto a nail that went in my knee. I was a stupid kid. Lazy me liked to iron clothes while wearing them when I was 20 years old. My left arm can testify. I tried cutting open a lemon with a fork. I've got bitten by a guinea pig. Worse than that, a friend of mine was bitten by a snail. I gave myself a scar across my eye because I was drunk, watching Revenge of the Sith, and thought it'd look cool. Punching concrete, don't ask why I did it, I have no fucking clue. Was about 4, broke a glass jar and sat on it. For needle cut me across the wrist while playing hide and seek out in the woods. A_for needle_. When I was 5, I was spinning around in the living room and then fell face first into the coffee table. I have a scar on my forehead from that El Mayo. Drunk, and leaned down to kiss a strange dog on the nose of all things. 27 stitches down my nose later. I punched a pint glass one night when I was drunk back in college. It ended up slicing my finger really badly, like there was a flap of skin that came up. Went to the bathroom and ran it underwater, but it just kept bleeding. I didn't know what to do and was too drunk to try to deal with it, so I just wrapped my hand in a towel and tried to go to sleep. Woke up to knocking at my door, and it ended up being security. He followed a trail of blood from the bathroom to my room and wanted to make sure I was alright. I showed him my finger and he was like, "Come on, you gotta go to the hospital." Dude was a bro and drove me there even though it was like 3 a.m. Saw a doctor, and he had to give me a bunch of stitches. He said I was very lucky because if it was just a tiny bit deeper I would have probably had done permanent damage and lost mobility of the finger. Now I have this scar on my finger shaped like a Nike swoosh to remind me not to be stupid and try to fight glass. Okay sis, whatever you do, don't put your finger in the boiling sugar because it's real damn hot and it sticks to you. Puts finger in boiling sugar. My cat decided one day that feeding him was not enough and full-on grappled onto my arm, digging in deep. Got a pretty nasty infection from that, and now I've got 2 nasty scars next to my wrist. I got drunk on 4th of July and fell in a utility hole thing in my friend's yard and then got sunburned, so the scar never healed properly. I have many burns from the oven from my first year at uni. I didn't have oven mittens, so I just grabbed everything with my bare hands. Second year, I was prepared, got mittens. First attempt as I was taking a baking tray out of the oven, it slipped from the mittens and burned my inner elbow. Still got that one. Was in the Scouts whittling a stick for funsies. Except I was pushing the blade in the wrong direction and whittled my index finger instead. Kicked a refrigerator as hard as I could while wearing slippers after my sister told me she was getting a divorce. Fridge won, but I did get a dent in the bastard. I was heating up oil in the pan for the chicken. A chicken fillet slipped out of my hand and onto the handle of the pan. The pan flipped and launched the boiling hot oil all over my hand. It hurt. A lot. My government stored 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate alongside fireworks in a warehouse at the port near a residential area for 7 years until they blew up in the biggest non-nuclear explosion ever, shattering the glass window I was sitting by in my house and giving me a nasty scar on the arm. I have a white from where a wasp stung me almost 20 years ago. I climbed up the drain pipe of a school, put my thigh in the spike that's supposed to stop me from climbing. Didn't stop me from getting to the roof. I used to thoroughly enjoy sliding down grassy hills as a kid. One fateful luge led to me running over a hidden rock, resulting in a permanent rear tire puncture, my right butt cheek. Cutting a pretzel open to put butter in it. I cut my right ring finger. Was a kid, only around 10 or 11. Thought my iguanas were fighting, so I went to take the boy off the girl. Spoiler alert, they weren't fighting, and I don't blame him one bit for biting me when I tried to break up him getting laid. Teacher. Go to lunch, but do not run. I'll be watching you all. 8-year-old me proceeds to walk to lunch facing backwards, checking to see if the teacher is still watching. She is. Eventually, I accept defeat, turn to walk forwards, and collide headfirst with the piano, getting my bulldog jealous because of some random doll laying on the ground, making her think that I would try to snatch it from her and get bite in the left ear by yawning. Legit. I have multiple scars on my thumbs from slicing my thumb open on cans of ravioli and spaghettios. I didn't want to go to work one day when I was about 18. So I cut across the top of my foot with a sharp knife in such a way I needed 14 stitches. I told them I dropped it on my foot peeling an apple. What a fool am I? Mom, don't pinch that pimple now, you'll get a scar. Me, you can't tell me what to do. Women get scar. Stupid self-harming. Tripped over a fucking football and destroyed my nose and forehead. It didn't leave a scar, but I think it has something to do with the fact that I basically can't smell anything. This happened when I was 6. Changing tire on my GF's best friend's Audi. Had angrily argued, I'm a man, I don't need no help, when GF asked to assist. Jack was on oil-soaked asphalt. The Audi had other issues. Right as I went to remove the tire, creak wham, the jack slips, and my hand is pinned between German-crafted metal fender well and a tire. My GF runs outside to see why a little girl screamed, finds me stuck. Pain significantly increases my tonal range, apparently. Pulls on car desperately, no luck. Consider that I may have to wait for AAA. Heretofore never seen neighbor emerges from apartment, lifts car off about 6 inch straight up, freeing my hand, then disappears not to be seen again. Rush to the ER by panicky faint at sight of blood GF, then to orthopedic ER. Somehow missed all the bones, just a flesh wound. 1 inch by 0.5 inch scar to this day. Still with GF, married 25 years. Always let her help if she asks now. I walked into a tree. My friend had one of those plastic bag sealers and I thought, I wonder how that works. Instant heat. Put my finger on the contact point and burned the hell out of my finger. Still have the scar 18 years later. It's not necessarily dumb. Ollie though I regret it deeply, it's more depressive if anything. I have self-harm scars from a few years ago all over the top of my forearm, and I've been thinking of one getting a tattoo over it, but it would definitely have to be meaningful. I always see landscapers using weed whackers without the plastic safety cover on the end of the things. I said to myself, yeah, those things are bullshit. It's holding me back. Removed mine and promptly weed whacked a beautiful series of scars all over my ankle. That all happened in less than 1 second. But I was younger and dumber then. It was 2 weeks ago. Some dude made a bet with me on whether I am going to cry from a cigarette burn or not. I won, but that left a scar. I ran full speed into a doorknob. The doorknob was lever handle and my hand rammed into it. I got 2 stitches between ring and middle finger. You know that game with a coin? Where you have to spin it, and if you fail the other players can shoot the coin against your knuckles. That's how. Reaching into the oven to pull out a pie. My forearm made just a little bit of contact with the upper rack for a second. I pulled away right when it hurt, but now I got a little scar from it being so hot. The reason is so dumb I love that I got a badass looking scar from it. Knife fight. Original injury was pretty small, surgery was huge. I was standing very close to my cousin while playing mini golf when I was like 6 or 7. This fucking girl swings it like she is Tiger Woods at the PGA Tour and smacks me right above my eye. Slipped in the bathtub when I was 3 in Disney World and smashed my chin on the tub faucet. Then 2 days later on the same trip I was walking along the curb on the sidewalk and slipped and cut my eye open. Got a free Winnie the Pooh doll out of it though. 3-year-old me thought it would be fun to pull on an iron's cord, and as luck would have it, the thing fell right on my fucking arm. What's even funnier, my dumbass Nani thought it would be best to just put me in the tub and not tell my folks until they got home. Silver lining is I was way too young to even remember the pain rolling on the floor laughing. The dumb fuck that I was a few years ago, I put my hand blindly into the knife drawer and cut my pinky finger on a cheese knife. Missed my mouth when trying to eat a bonfire-cooked marshmallow. It landed on my hand, melted my skin, and left a crater that healed weeks later. Accidentally hurt someone with a pen's point. Don't want him to tell about this to my mom. Smashed pencil point in my own hand, just to show him that I got hurt too. Brother and I were playing tag with our sister. They saw the hole. They went around the hole. I did not see the hole. I fell into the hole. This one time when I was 10, I was trying to open a Slim Jim but couldn't, so I thought, let me use a sharp knife instead. I full-on stabbed the Slim Jim wrapper, and it cut my left index finger on the second knuckle. It bled for a full 30 minutes before finally stopping. I will never do that again. Ouchie. I sharpened a kitchen knife, so to test the sharpness, I cut myself deeper than I intended. Put a bandage in and thought, I wonder if the knife is sharp enough to cut through the bandage, so I cut myself again, even deeper, and now have a scar. I wanted a piece of bread, but fell off the chair, slicing my head open. I was using my pocket knife, and somehow managed to close it with my finger in it. I impaled myself with my own thumb in a zipline incident.